Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world away and it's a brand new week. Today I'm going to be doing the next 4 stages of the Hachette Partworks build the Doctor Who Dalek. Exterminate! So lots of big parts, but we only get 4 stages per pack. So I think this is going to be quite quick today. Now I don't actually need the actual dome section that we started at the beginning. I don't even need this section here because we're still working on that bottom base. Now that bottom base is absolutely massive. As a matter of fact, let me show you how I keep this stored in the workshop. I mean, it's not going to fit in a storage box, that's for sure. But look, it's on the wall there. Now if anyone knows how big the Millennium Falcon is, any of the big parts, look, I just stash on the wall like that. That's how I'm storing it. And we also get a free gift today as well, which is, oh, what is it? Let's open it. I've got no idea. Let's have a look. I'm going to have to break it to open it. There we go. Ah, look at this. Wow, it looks like a commemorative coin, which is pretty cool. So we've got David Tennant on the back there. On this coin, it's already been sealed for us in this lovely case, and then that's what it looks like on that side. That's pretty good, actually. Very heavy. That can go on my desktop. Now if you want to get this for yourself, I have put a link in the video description, and once again all of my links to my merch store, to my Amazon store, to my Patreon, to my YouTube channel members, to every single build I'm doing on the channel is on that QR code there. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So today we are starting with stage 43, as you can see here, and this is the magazine looking just like this. And we are going to need to take that off the wall now because we've got these parts now that we're going to be putting into this. This means I'm going to have to zoom out the cameras, and we're screwing these into place just like that. So before I bring it over, what I will do is just open everything ready. Now these metal plates, just so you know, are exactly the same, as you can see. Just lined up the holes. So let's bring over this massive skirt section. And I've had to zoom out every single camera I own. Now the first plate needs to have the larger of the circle cutout curve there into the middle. But look, the problem you've got is that it can either go this way round like that, or it could go this way round like that. It fits either way. Now I'm reckoning that it's going this way round. The instructions don't really help too much with that. So this curve here is in line with this curve here. So I'm going that way. Now I'm thinking that's right. Now what we need to do is take these Allen screws, put these through the bottom so we can bring them up through here. And then I've got these nuts that we can put over the top to hold them in. Now what I'm going to do, we have to do that, as you can imagine, 6 times, 6 screws. So I'm going to put them all in loosely from this side. Obviously the nuts are going in from the top here, and then I'll tighten them up afterwards. The last screw just going into this side, and I've got my wow stick here. That I'm going to use to tighten these all up. And then what we've done on one side, we're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So again, we want the curve to be in line with this. So the larger curve's in the inside, and it's centered to this curve just here. Once again, 6 screws with the nuts in the other side. So that's all in on that side. Once again, just tighten them up with my wow stick here. Okay, that's good. Now I've got these brackets here. I've got one with a long side on this side, one with a long side on this side, and one which is equal either side. I want this one first, the one that's equal on either side. Now that's going to go in this way. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. Into here. The 3 holes we've got there. Turn it over. Let's just move these brackets out of the way. And I've got this bracket lifter like we had for the other ones here, as you can see. So put this over the top here, and I'm screwing that in with JP screws. Now, it should hold itself on your desktop like that. And I'll get this into position. So 3 screws here. And as you can see, that's in place there. Now I want the bracket, which looks like this, which the long side now is on my left side. That's going to go into the 3 holes here. And it's pretty much one of these rinse and repeats. Put the lifter on the back, and then I'm securing this in with JP screws. I can see later on in the build, this is going to be such a fun one to try and film. I've got no idea how I'm going to do that. Now, last one to go in. Looks like this. I want it this way round. It's going to be going into the holes just here. But this time we're using HP flange screws. There's no lifter to go underneath it. So those screws look just like this. And I'm going to be putting these in just like this here. Now, that should be all the way around, like you can see there. All we got left then is these brackets here. And these are going to follow what we've already got on here. So these are going to go in like this. And then turn it over. And then once again, I'm holding these in with HP flange screws. And these are pretty much going on the back of all the brackets we've just put in. So I've got one here. And then the last one is just going to go here, right behind the very centres of these brackets here. So this is the last one going in here, and this is the last screw just going in here. And there you go. So with that in place, this is how it's looking. And that's the end of that stage. So in stage 44, I'm guessing that we've got more of these brackets, and we do have some metal plates in there by the look of it as well. So it's going to be sort of mimicking what we've done. We're reinforcing some of these areas here, and once again putting the brackets on just like that. So at the end, this is how it's looking. Once again, get everything open. It's looking like the last 2 stages of this pack. There isn't really much to do. So once again, I'm just going to lay all this out. So let's look at these metal plates first and make sure, yep, they're exactly the same again. Let's figure out what way round they go. Okay, if this is the front of the Dalek here, they're going to go this way round with this single hole facing towards the middle here. So it's going to go on just like this. And once again, screws through the bottom, nuts on the top, 3 each side. And when they're in, that's how that should look. Now the other plate we've got looks like this, and it's the same way. We want this single dot to be towards the middle. So this is going over the 3 holes here. And once again, 6 screws to hold that in. And there you go, that one's in place as well. So both of those plates are in. And then we're just going to be finishing off doing the brackets at this side. So it's going to be exactly the same thing. We're going to be having the one that's got equal sides, and it's going to be facing this way round on here. Get that in, turn it over, and once again I do have one of these platforms for it to fit over the top, and some JP screws to hold this in. 3 of these. I need this one at the back going in here, and again with one of those platforms. And remember, these are held in with JP screws. And then the last one is going to be going in the middle here, just like that. And this is held in with those flange screws. They're the HP screws. Quite a fiddly stage this is. I think this pack's going to make sure you've got a sore wrist, that's for sure. Lots of screwing in. This screwdriver certainly makes short work of that though. Nice. And then finally, just like last time, we've got these brackets which are going to fit behind here, just like that. And we've got that in 3 different places, one here, and one here, all held in with those flanged HP screws. And there you go. When they're all in, that should look like that, and that's the end of that stage. Okay, in stage 45, I said I don't think there's a lot to do in this one here. As you see, we've just got these two parts here together where we're going to be putting some sort of bracket in the back there and then just piecing this together. So this looks like the bottom of the skirt. It looks like we've got more in the next stage. So let's get this open. And by the look of it, I want this C here to be upside down facing me. And for this to work, I'm going to have this into this side here. It's got like a little point at the top, which is pointing away from me. C is the back side towards me. Arrow of this section away from me. So that's in there like that. That will enable me to put this side in. And this is labelled A. This time the A is facing in my direction. And that slips into place just like that. Probably best on the top camera. If I just zoom that up, you can see how that is orientated there. Now, I do need to use these flange screws to keep this into place. Once again, these are those HP screws here. So, one there. And one on the other side. I've zoomed up a little bit on the camera there. And that is all there is to do in that stage. So, no prizes to guess what we're doing in the last stage. More the same by the look of it. So again, we've got these two parts just like this, and it's going to extend on to what we've just done. And we've got more parts coming in the next pack. Okay, this time I want the B piece, and I want the this side of the B to be facing me. Once again, I've got one of these joins to put into place. Now, there are differences. As you see, this has got this straight section with two sort of cross sections. This one's got three. I want the one with two. That's going to go in there, and I'm holding that in once again with a HP screw. Now I'm attaching this to what we've already created, so this B is going to go on to A here. Just like that, and once again held in with one of these HP screws. Okay, I can just put this to one side for a second. And with the last tab that I've got like this here, I need to put this into the D one. Now the D needs to be facing me, the round side of the D, and this is going to be going into this side just there. Once again, held in with a HP screw. Perfect. And then bring over what we've been creating, and this is going to go next to B on this side here. Just like that. So D, B, A, C. At the moment this is going. And with this last screw going into place, that is all there is to do in this stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So this is now what that looks like. So I'm guessing this skirt will eventually go on this panel here. I've got no idea how, but we'll let the instructions tell us that. Probably in the next pack. Once again, if you want to get this for yourself, have put a link in the video description, and you've got that QR code on the screen. But I really hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to click that like button. Also click that subscribe button so you'll get notified of every new video that comes on the channel. Remember, that subscribe button doesn't cost you a thing, so just click that subscribe button. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Take care.